The polls have officially closed, and we are closer to finding out who will be the next president of the United States of America. The 2024 presidential campaign, the live stream, and watch along with the waiting for. Sit back, relax, open your ears, open your mind. Let's see things from other perspectives. Let's weigh the good and bad. How is the voting experience? If you want to say who you voted for, how are things looking up to the second electoral college vote as a whole that goes on the West Coast? Reflect on the field, leave on the West Coast, worldwide, globally. Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want to win your meter. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Welcome all the new subscribers. Hit that like button, hit that bell. We do this each and every day. Vote on a poll. Let us know your thoughts on the vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris looking to become president, and Donald Trump, who was 45th president, looking to be president 47. Got a host of people that want to join us, want to talk about it, and we're here with you on election night 2024, talking about the biggest races and up to the second results. It's the Flex Zone Podcast. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell as we get ready to share and break down election night 2024, the presidential future of the United States, with you on the Flex Zone Podcast. Election night 2024, we finally made it, everybody, as we finally have arrived at the night we've all been waiting for. The 2024 presidential election is here, and the Flex Zone Podcast is here. People banging down the doors to get into this watch party tonight before we even said one word. A lot of people tuning in, a lot of people already dropping the comments. We want to shout out all the new subscribers, everybody who's watched us so far. We did a nice intro, get you revved up, get the energy flowing. I know you guys have been waiting for this day all year. Some of us just to get it over with, some of us just to see what happens, who wins, who loses, where do we go from here as we get a new president. Will it be Trump once again, or will Kamala Harris become the first woman president? Hero, what's going on? Tanner, what's going on? Grant, thank you for subscribing. Sydney, what's up? Dontrell, welcome. What's going on? Kevin, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Brock Lesnar fan. I'm a Brock Lesnar fan too. What's going on? Appreciate you, Samir. Giving us updated numbers in the chat. Casey with the subscription. JT Malachi, JJ Love, Shamali, Cash Martinez, DD Hart, Briar O'Backraw. Shout out to you. What a name. Dayton Rico Jr., TJ Little. Thank you for the subscription. Vito Corleone and Sean McBean. He's been in here before. Shout out to him. Shout out Dre. Where in the world is Dre? Who the hell knows? He might be at the party down in Howard with Kamala Harris and all the Democratic representatives down there. But enough about me. God's favorite host. If you're new here, please hit the like button, hit the bell. We're going to get the electoral votes up. I got to introduce my crew. We got to get started with the social media guy who makes the streams pristine, who's bringing us this on the YouTube tonight. He said we wanted to do it. We said we were going to do it. We're here. Big Raj, he's got his wife beat on, and he's ready to talk about the election and see how it goes. Big Raj, how you feeling, my guy? And how are you feeling that election night is finally here in 2024?
No bread, no water, just me.
Finish him, Daddy.
That's one big son of a bitch!
Hey man, I'm feeling pretty good, bro. Election night is here. It's finally about to be over with. Probably after, tonight or tomorrow. We've been waiting for this for a while. I don't know, and it's just like I really don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like the polls say that Trump is up. Trump is up by a lot. He's whipping ass right now as we speak. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We still, God damn it, Byron. Damn it.
Whose house? Acknowledge me.
It might be Trump's house, but we'll see, man.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to gloat about or anything. I'm not doing none of that. I know a lot of people are upset. A lot of my family members are upset. They voted for Kamala or Kamala. I'm sorry, they voted for Kamala. Um, but I mean, hey, uh, I kind of figured this is how it was going to go early on. It's not over with yet. It's not over with. But it doesn't shock me that Trump, has taken a lot of the votes so far. A lot of the electoral votes. This is not shocking at all. I mean, from the point when you saw what she was doing, when she first got started a couple months ago, she stumbled out of the gate, due to the lack of Biden not stepping down, early on in the process. I think something that could have, helped her is if they would have if he would have resigned like last year or something, and she's just started to run the country, and we can get like a sample size to see what she would do if she actually ran the country as the actual president of the United States. But they did things, like I said before when we first started this thing. I said they did things goofy, and they continue to do things goofy to the DNC, to Megan Thee Stallion twerking, and then you had Glorilla the other day on stage performing, and then all of a sudden you got Magic Johnson and Beyonce and Kelly Rowland and all these other celebrities coming out and endorsing her and going to the rallies. It's like it just came out all at once. And to be honest with you, Trump was very, very methodical this time around. We thought he was dead in the water after 4 years ago. They thought they had him with the virus. They thought they had him with January 6th. They thought they had him with the 34 or 35 or whatever convictions that he was sentenced about a year ago. And his brother's coming back with a vengeance, man. Coming back with a vengeance. It's crazy. But like I said before, man, I just thought that the Democrats, that their approach was very goofy from the jump. And it's showing right now. It's showing big time. So this doesn't surprise me. It doesn't shock me that he has, 211 electoral votes. She has 145. MAGA is well alive and is still kicking. So there you go. That's my that's what I think right now. But like I said, it's not over with. Some of the swing states have not, conceded their electoral votes to Trump or Kamala yet. So still got a little bit of ways to go. But right now is going in the red direction. Byron, are you frozen? I think Byron's frozen. He's frozen. What are your thoughts, Cravante?
Hey man, listen, man. Just want to take a sip of this water. I think just like you, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I was a little surprised that Florida finished so quickly. I'm not surprised at Texas. Florida, it seemed like for a state that's usually never on top of things, they were really on top of things this go round. So that was a little concerning, but I'm not surprised that he got those states because they're very red states. How are we following the count? Is the Associated Press accurate in their count?
Right now I got my TV's on CNN.
I'm gonna pull that up, Cravante, right now. Actually, for the good people, I wanted to get to that, but I wanted to intro you.
But I can pull it up on my on the MacBook. We can.
Yeah, go ahead. Go pull it up for me, then, bro.
You can go on YouTube. You can go on these YouTube streets. These YouTube streets, because everybody, out there in this fabulous world streaming.
Right. That's what I got from the Associated Press. But that's why I was like, I wasn't sure if that was accurate.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. It could be like I said before. You know, he's leading early. She's coming back a little late. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what these YouTube streets is talking about. But you continue, Kavasi. Continue on your thought.
I'm not surprised at all that he jumped out to such a crazy lead. It's very interesting how the breakdown of it with the electoral colleges and the votes. It seems like the coasts typically are blue and more democratic, and middle America pretty much dominate when it comes to the Republican side and the red side. But that's not where most of the people are. Most of the people are, on the coast, the Californias, the New Yorks, Pennsylvania's, things like that. So it's very interesting to see the map, because if you see this map, you would think, whoever get the middle would probably win, but that's not the case at all. Can you pull it down a little bit more? Oh no. I think that's it. That's the lowest to go. Okay. So yeah, it's just we have to keep our eyes on those swing states or those battleground states. North Carolina, I know North Carolina was one, Michigan was one, and of course Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is like an always swing state. So those are the states that are pretty much needed to secure an election. And at this point, VP Harris is behind, so she has some ground to cover. That California did numbers, but California always votes blue, so that was a nice 53 or 54 electoral votes, so much needed, but still got some more ground to cover. So we'll see how it goes.
I got something
We
for you.
also do have the other races, the Senate and the House of Representatives, which make up Congress. Right now, as you can see, we do have some results from Arizona, Florida, here in Maryland. Angela Brooks, she won, defeating former Governor Larry Hogan. So the Democrats still trail as Republicans have control of the House. But as you can see right now, it is 214 to 179 for Trump, first to 270. And if you're looking at the popular vote, 52.4% to 46.3%. Go ahead, Rod.
I was gonna say I got some video. Well, not video, but I got some. Well, I'll show you. Wait a minute. Share screen.
If we got those, it's over. Listen, if we get Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, that's 275 electoral votes, according to what Google says, with Trump having 214 right now. And on top of that, we could still run it up. Hey, you know what? It's like when you playing football or something, or basketball, and the other team getting beat real bad. All right, listen, I don't care. I'm gonna play. If you want to play, then let's play. If you want to quit, then go ahead. If you want to concede victory and tell me I won and sign it off, but this ain't how that works. We have to succeed. So let's run it up, run the score up. We can also get Arizona. That's 10 electoral votes. 11, pardon me. 11 electoral votes. That's 286 votes. Alaska, I think they have 3. That's 289. We might mess around and get beyond 290. And you only need 270. And look at the popular vote so far. 51 million, almost 52 million popular votes compared to almost 46 million popular votes. 52 million popular votes for Trump and 46 million for Kamala. So he is defeating her in the popular vote. He's defeating her in the electoral vote. I don't see how this race goes any other way. It's about to be a short night, guys. It's about to be a short night. I promise. I said, yo, by midnight, you about to get a pillow and get comfy. Now, I'm not trying to be overconfident, but the election it's coming to an end. We're about to go ahead and just cross the finish line.
Woo. Okay. ABL doing what ABL does. Um, I I mean we shall see, but let's answer Greg's question about this Ravens. Well, actually, that's before we do the Ravens thing. What are your thoughts on Marshawn Lattimore, Ravante? I know you're very excited about that. I know you're very happy. Um, what are your thoughts on getting your cornerback real quick?
Absolutely love it. Um, I think we all knew going to the trade deadline that was a, how do I say, a huge weakness for us. Huge weakness for us. I was talking about it in the show yesterday. J.C. Horn, Denzel Ward, Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, and Byron just so happens. What school did he go to?
The Ohio State.
You got
State.
you goddamn right. He went to the Ohio State. All right. It was I wasn't sure how things were gonna go. Um, you know, when the trade deadline, guys like to do things on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like the deadline's 4 p.m. We usually take it down to the wire. And I was like, we have to make a move. Like, I know Adam Peters is making phone calls. I know a move is gonna be made. I just don't know who. And Marshawn Lattimore being the pick, I am ecstatic. This is a move that can greatly help our defense. We gotta do a CD Lamb and we gotta do a AJ Brown. We need a guy. We need a guy. And if we're gonna compete in the playoffs, we got to deal with guys like Amon St. Brown, um, and then we got to deal with all of what the 49ers, have to offer. And of course, Marvin Harrison Jr. with the Cardinals. So you need a number one corner to compete in the league, in this league. And I think Adam Peters hit out the park again. With his he just being an all around great GM right now, and he should get some votes for I don't know what does their is it like executive of the year? I don't know if that
Executive of the year.
he should get some votes for that, because what he's done in year one with this team is phenomenal. But I'm hoping Marshawn Lattimore's hamstring is not I hope it's not too big of a concern for us. Hopefully we're able to manage that, but I absolutely love it. I think this was arguably the biggest move of free agency.
All right. Now the thoughts on the Ravens real quick. They missed the mark. They missed the mark. They got Tre'Davious White. He'll probably be a backup to Stevens and Wiggins or whatever. They didn't get, yeah, exactly. Well, no, he used to be a Pro Bowler. A couple years ago.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, when he was once great, but yeah, man, we missed the mark. We don't have a pass rusher at this point. So I'm hoping for the best, but Pittsburgh Steelers got way better in a short amount of time. Um, the Commanders got way better in a short amount of time, and a lot of other teams that made good moves got a lot better. So we made some minor moves, but we just got to pray that Michael Pearson, Kyle Van Noy, and Yannick Ngakwe, and Owe Ojabo, and Tavares Robinson can get the job done. But it was an ugly day to be a Ravens fan. Let's just say that.
Veronica,
Byron,
you want to answer that?
I was just about to ask you to pull that back up. Says your honest opinion, where does Jaden Daniels compare to CJ Stroud from last year, rookie season so far? Um, right around, uh, right around the same. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but CJ Stroud probably had more passing yards at this point than Jaden Daniels last year. But I don't know if y'all noticed this, but the Washington Commanders only have 3 turnovers all year. 3.
Wow.
3 turnovers. Like
those haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Commanders, Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders, Commanders.
still not gonna get used to it. But they are, I think they're still like in similar spaces coming, having a defensive head coach, rookie quarterback, team was dead in the water the previous year, obviously having the second overall pick. So it's pretty much in the same realm. It's just that um gosh, it looks the same. We can almost mirror it. The only difference is CJ Stroud's in the AFC. So his competition as far as in conference quarterbacks is tougher than Jaden Daniels, who he has to see as far as quarterbacks in the NFC. Now, both divisions are trash, being honest with you. The AFC South is not great, and the NFC East is not great. So both will CA Stroud won a division last year. Trevor Lawrence made it interesting, at least last year, but they didn't end up winning the division. And I think the Commanders have the same opportunity to win a division. Just got to get past the Eagles, which is a tall order. And I hope they come through in this election and push Pennsylvania to be a little bit more blue. But oh gosh, Trump just went up to 230. Jesus Christ.
What state did he just win? What's that? Let me see. Let me see who he just won. I think he just won Pennsylvania. Did he win Pennsylvania?
No, not yet. Well, at least it's not solid red. It's
okay. Yeah, they still count in the county, so he's up in it, but he hasn't. They haven't declared it. Georgia is at 90%. He's leading in that too. Okay.
Is that Idaho? Was that Idaho? That was.
It could be. I'm not sure.
Because that was where was he at before that?
214. Was he at 214?
Oh, so he picked up 16. Sheesh.
Yeah, if he wins like 2 more swing states,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Is what ABL said. Good night. 12 o'clock is over with.
Nah, facts. But no, Jaden Daniels looks just like very similar to CJ Stroud from last year. So it's pretty much on the same trajectory. So, as a Commanders fan, I absolutely love it. The only thing is we're only looking as far as the Commanders, they're only looking up to the Lions. CA Stroud looking up to the Chiefs, Ravens.
Thank you, brother. Thoughts?
All that.
North Carolina.
Oh, he picked the North Carolina. Okay, got you. Yep. And I do see that North Carolina is solid. So there goes that.
She was leading in North Carolina. I thought she was leading in North Carolina.
No, that was Virginia. I don't think she ever was leading in North Carolina unless it was early.
Okay.
Because it was always kind of red, but Virginia was red, and then it looks like it's flipping maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is wild because I never thought I would never thought that Trump would come back from 4 years ago. Like I literally thought he was gone. I thought this was a wrap. I thought you would never see him again. I thought they was gonna throw him underneath the jail. All kinds of stuff, man. At 2020, man. I just thought he was over. To now he's damn near 40 votes away. Is it 270 right? 270 right? He's 40 like 40 votes from being the president again.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Finish him, Daddy.
I mean, that's the daddy is the correct term for this, because he is look like he about to finish him on some serious stuff. But yeah, man.
It's funny as I flip through these channels how I see each station has different electoral numbers than
Right,
the AP. In each
right,
station, I just went from Fox
yeah,
to CNN. It's different numbers. You know what I mean? You see that, Raj?
yeah. I'm watching it now. I'm CNN got 211, Harris got 153. This has 230 to 179. I'm like, and remember if you saw it a week ago, they had Harris already won the damn election. I'm like, nobody voted yet, so what's going on? So I'm like, this joint is wild, man. This joint is completely wild. But like, I try to stay out of people's way. These past couple weeks, people are high on emotion, um, really goofy. When it comes to this type of stuff, especially online. Um, you just never know what you're gonna get. You never know who was voting for who or whatever. You're not, just not trying to get into arguments with people about who they're affiliated with or who they want to win or whatever. Is all of it is just goofy to me. But yeah, man. This is I never thought that he would be. I mean, I thought it would be close, but I never thought it would be like he would jump out to a lead, like a lead. I never thought that. So this is crazy.
Let's open it up. If anybody's in the chat, if you want to come up here and give your quick thoughts, let us know. Comment. We'll see if we get you up here. If you want to talk about how you feel about the election, if you want to disclose who you are siding with, it's up to you. Any opinions? How you see this playing out? Now it's gone up to what 230 to 187, and like here these thoughts say they want to keep the people engaged. So it's gonna be interesting.
It's very interesting. I wonder what state. I wonder what
Yeah,
state she just won.
Oregon.
yeah, it'd be nice. Oregon looks like she's gonna win Washington as well.
As we wait, let's watch some other people talking about some things.
Oh boy.
California, Trump is definitively winning. All right. So, with that being said, the question again becomes: do you think that Kamala Harris will reemerge as a candidate again for president of the United States of America in 2028? And if not, who on the Democratic side will be able to take her place?
I thought you said you were going to Quentin first with that.
I am. I'm waiting on Quentin.
Oh, I don't think so. I think she seen what kind of ass whooping she got in the primary. She gonna peacefully go back to California and do whatever she's doing with the transcontinental criminals.
Not the trans.
I think she's done getting drugged by.
Continental was crazy.
You don't think she would run again?
No, like nigga, you lost. Like nigga, you got put up here by default. Like she has to know. Like I was given this. You know what I mean? Like when you lay your head at night and you sit here and be like, yeah, they really don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you know what it is. Like when you're by yourself thinking.
Yeah, but that's what
But
happens
no,
when
I don't think she will.
you giving something.
And it's not really the norm. Like even Trump losing and coming back, that shit ain't normal.
Yeah, I think he making history. I believe. Well, I'm gonna save that question in a little bit. What do y'all think, Mika and Carrie and Slimmy?
Oh, and for the rest of your question, I don't know who would try next time.
I agree with Clinton.
I'm not gonna pull on Michelle Obama. Shit.
You agree with Clinton in what way, Carrie?
I think that she's just gonna. Somebody said in the chat, she's just gonna fade away. Like, I don't see her doing this again.
Y'all think she goes away permanently?
Just like old buddy Mitt Romney got his ass beat by Obama, and that nigga just faded to black.
Yeah.
No, I think she goes away.
Nobody ever
I think
comes
she goes
back.
away permanently. She's gonna go away just like Jeb Bush. Okay. And
how many candidates that have lost came back?
A lot of them.
Nah. How many?
Who? The president?
That got washed. They never come back. Who ran against Bush?
Hold on, what you mean?
Who ran against Bush? The first Bush. I never saw this dude again.
Was it Al Gore?
You said
Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton ran against Bush.
No. Bill Clinton didn't get washed.
No. Okay. What? Hold on. What you asking? What are you asking? I'm sorry.
He's asking how many presidents lost, and then they.
I don't think any president has lost and come back to win since like the 1700s or some shit like that.
Al Gore, that's who it is.
There's 5 of them, including Trump. There's 5 of them that ran after losing.
Yeah, I don't know that stat, so I couldn't speak on it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's even. But I don't even think.
What is that? Why are you being hyperbolic? Like, what is that? What do you mean by wash?
They got smoked. They lost bad.
No one gets smoked in presidential elections. Like, by and large, no one gets smoked. It's always fucking close as shit. What you talking about?
I don't know about that, Quentin.
No, that's not true.
Barack Obama won pretty handily in 2008.
Yeah,
he did.
The first Bush,
and Clinton.
It wasn't all that close from what I remember. It was
Clinton.
That's why I said Clinton, but I didn't understand your question. So was it? But the reason why I think she's not going to come back though is because technically she's never actually been outside of, I guess, Attorney General. She's never actually been like put there by the people. Like the further along she's been moving up, it's been because somebody placed her there. So she's actually never had this adversity, which is why she was horrible at it. If you ask me, she's never
just
had.
hike up a hemline and get a position.
Man, I told y'all I don't think she ever was really trying to be president.
That's true, Carrie. You did say that. Me and you both said that, Carrie. To be honest, we both said that.
I don't think she. I
No,
don't
at first
think she
time
was
you
meaning
said
to go
you
that
didn't-
high.
You didn't agree with me at first. But I think
No. I said it in a different video.
Go back. Okay, never mind. You're looking at a slide.
Yeah,
was that previous stat? Was that popular votes? Okay, yeah.
He's winning handily in a popular vote. That's crazy because even when he won in 2016, he did not win a popular vote.
No, he didn't. He didn't win at all.
What does that say?
He ain't win at all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because a lot of the time out here from people of color, it's because of white people. You need to get that. You need black people. You need Latinos. You need everybody.
But that's why I was saying, like, this don't strike y'all as like, it just seemed like there was no chance. Like nobody believed that woman could win.
I never believed.
But they thought they could use that same Obama playbook to play on the people, but they weren't taking into account that the people were actually waking up from it. And I think COVID actually helped. I think
wait a minute.
Losing COVID helped.
Y'all don't think that she's gonna come back and try to run again in 2028?
No,
she
that
never
woman is
earned.
done.
She never earned.
I
she never earned-
absolutely 100% believe that she's gonna show up in 2028 and try to run again.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, she
No,
is.
she didn't even earn the vice presidency. She
Listen,
just got thrown in the mix.
Come back in 2028 and try to pull a Trump.
Nah.
Man, she
I'm
She can't
telling
even
you.
pull a
Okay,
Trump.
mark
She didn't pull.
this day. Mark this day. Mark this day that she's gonna come back and she's gonna try to run again. I promise you.
Nope.
Anton, you know my
Okay,
saying.
so
Meek
who's
Meek
gonna
don't
run in
forget nothing.
2028?
I'm not gonna forget.
Who's gonna run in 2028?
Westmore.
She's not gonna do
Westmore's
it.
gonna run.
Who's gonna run in 2028?
Nobody.
She gonna
That's
say
probably
that's
why
not
they
my
keep saying there ain't
concern.
gonna be no more elections.
Y'all crazy. I'm telling you that this woman is coming
my
back. Listen, she's coming back like the chick from Misery. She knocking. She gonna be breaking feet.
No.
Both parties are
Yes,
screwed.
she is. I'm telling you.
Oh boy.
Anton. Who's she gonna beat out? She was vice president.
There is nobody to beat out. Y'all don't even have another candidate.
Wait. But hear me out. She was vice president. She did absolutely nothing.
Listen, nobody is arguing for her record. I'm the person that destroyed her record every day in and day out. I still have videos planned to come out well into the night of absolutely destroying her record. I'm not an advocate for Kamala Harris. I'm saying who else is in the bullpen?
I don't think that
realize,
matters
like,
for her coming
sometimes
back.
you come to the realization of things. I ain't it.
I think she's gonna say,
Joe Biden got a
Yeah.
better chance of coming back than Kamala.
Joe Biden might not even listen. God bless.
Hey,
somebody
chill.
get Joe Biden a blanket.
But that's what I mean.
He might be asleep right now.
He has a better chance.
I'm sure
of
he
coming
is.
back than
Oh, he does
Kamala.
not.
Okay.
He's probably smiling too.
if she loses,
He's not
she's
coming
gonna
back.
say
That would
What I'm
not
saying,
shock
he's
me if
not.
he's smiling right now.
if she
He's
loses,
like,
she's
see,
gonna
she
say
just
for
stuck
some
with me.
reason it didn't have anything to do with her. Her husband are gonna her husband are gonna make dinner, eat it, and move on with their life.
They're gonna eat their dinner.
They're gonna eat their dinner and move on with their life.
I'm telling you, she coming back.
Eat it like it's abnormal.
I'm telling you, she's coming back.
Even her watch party right now is identity politics.
Let's go see her watch party. Let me see if I can.
It's on the
party?
AP poll.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
watching it now.
Might do it. She might
You know,
start an
oh snap! Taking
organization
a
or
watch
a
party.
business or something to capitalize off all this black
Now
attention she
that
got,
I
all
will
this
believe.
black love.
That I will
I see
believe.
her doing that.
Now that I
Partnering with
see. This
Oprah.
All right, Brian, what are your thoughts, man? You've been extra quiet, man. You haven't really said anything. What are your thoughts on this so far?
I went to vote today. It was smooth. I was in and out in like 15 minutes. I'm impartial either way. I don't really care, to be honest. I was more focused on a couple local things like shrinking of the city council, which is goofy. Baltimore City, don't do it. Hope you guys voted against that question. I think it was question H. Okay, why would you shrink it to 8 when they barely can do what they need to do now? And I did vote for the renovation of the harbor. I think the harbor needs some invigoration. I think it's been dead since we were in high school and I was in elementary, middle school. It needs to be renovated. It needs to be tore down and built up like the modern city that you go to. Because what we have now just ain't cutting it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I kind of thought the Democrats were a little screwed once Biden dropped out, like you said, because even if people, I just don't think this country will ever let a woman lead it. That's what it comes down to. Whether they agree with her stance, her party affiliation, all these women who want their reproductive rights, Raj, seems like it doesn't matter because she's getting beat by a considerable margin just in the popular vote. Obviously, the electoral votes are still playing out, but even if she did win, this is what I said, the House, the Senate, the Congress is going to be run by Republicans. So even if she did win, and we talked about it last night, would she be able to get passed? I don't know. Now, will Trump be able to get passed with the fully Republican House if he wins? I don't know either, because all we know is I'm sure Trump is going to be on 100 miles per hour. We're talking about he's going to deport all immigrants. He's going to cut taxes. I want y'all to know, ain't shit going to change. Okay, prices are still going to be high. Okay, the war's still going to be going on, if not get worse, no matter who's in charge. They're going to be playing both sides. They're really not going to take a side, but they're still play both sides. I mean, it's just going to be the same goofiness. It's just going to be more extreme goofiness because Trump is going to show that he is above the law. And that means that people who support him of a certain demographic will also think that they are above the law, which they already do. So just act accordingly in public, everyone. Just be cool. It's not worth it to stress yourself out, talk about you're going to move. You're not going to move. You're not going to leave. You're going to be here just like you were before in 2016. You won't die. Okay? Got to live your life. That's why I focus on the local issues. But both parties are screwed in 2028 if we're going to go that far. The Republicans don't have anybody. I mean, we've seen it this year. All of those really nobodies lost to Trump, got washed. The closest one they had is Ron DeSantis. He gets washed every time by Trump. Then the Democratic side, Kamala Harris, maybe. But if she loses tonight, nobody's going to vote for her in 4 years. Wes Moore sounds good, but he's not president material, in my opinion, yet. Maybe vice president in maybe another 4 to 8 years, but not president. California governor, I don't really know if he's worthy of being in the White House either. Right. So I don't know who. Like, I don't know who is out there. There aren't anybody. There aren't any Obamas coming to save you. And no, it's not Nikki Haley. It's not any of these people. It's really a even worse time. I'm more worried about 2028 just because what is this country going to look like in 4 years after Trump gets into office? Because we have things that Biden did or did not do, however you feel about it, that are just now getting implemented. You've seen it with the jobs report. You've seen it with the quote unquote inflation, quote unquote, going down, certain things trying to be lower the unemployment rate, wages are higher, et cetera, et cetera. So sometimes it takes a whole term just for things you promised on day one to come to fruition. I know people think of Trump and think of the economy, but the economy still has a long way to go no matter what happens. So it's going to be interesting, like I said, over the next years, what happens, especially heading into 2028, because I don't know where they go from here. I don't know who you would even want to vote for to lead this country, because none of the people that you could probably pick are going to have any type of experience, are going to have any type of policy that's different or innovative or groundbreaking that we haven't seen before. So it'll be interesting, but I'm sure people will go crazy and stress themselves out over something and then be outraged over the next thing tomorrow, I'm sure, on social media.
Oh, Brother Thoughts wants to come on, so I'm gonna send him the link.
Okay. How you doing, Mackenzie? Obu, thank you for the subscriber. Thank you for the new subscription, excuse me. And brother, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I will say this. I do disagree with you on one thing. I do believe that someday there will be a woman as president. It almost was Hillary. Hillary was like this close from winning it. She had a couple missteps, but yeah, I think there will be one day that there is a woman president. So just because she was
I hope I'm wrong, but it's just a certain population that I don't think will let that happen. I don't know how Cravante feels, but that's just how I look at it.
No, I think that's a concern. That was a concern of mine too. The Democrats putting a woman out there is like, I'm not sure. Are we that progressive as a country? Are we that progressive? And I just don't think, as a country, I don't think we are. Now, by all means, I hope I'm wrong too. I hope VP Harris is able to pull this out and get a victory, and then we'll find out that Trump's campaign was run by Doc Rivers, and it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. But as a whole, I don't know, because when as a country, it's like we'll do some progressive things and then we'll be very traditional with other things. So, you know, this would be a great step in the progressive direction if VP Harris is able to win this election. But I don't know. I would love to see it. It'd be something different because what we've been doing hasn't been the best. So if we can switch it up and try something else, why not? But that's the first thing I said, Byron. That's the first question. Are we ready for a woman to lead the country? I don't know. Middle America have already spoken.
If there is going to be a woman that leads the country, she has to have all her. She needs to have everything in order. I mean, she has to have like the Obama.
It ain't none of them now, Raj. It's somebody that's probably not even born yet because ain't none of these women gonna be president. It ain't gonna be AOC. It ain't gonna be Nikki Haley. It ain't gonna be Marjorie Taylor. In 4 years, some of these people probably gonna be dead in office right now because that's how long they've been in office. And I'm just being honest. So we don't know that person's probably not even born yet right now, Raj. And I'm just being honest.
But I agree with you. I agree with you. They're probably not. And she was just like the wrong candidate. I'm like she was the wrong candidate 4 years ago when she was trying to run against Biden and she got completely destroyed in a debate. And now she's in a position is like she was totally the wrong candidate. I mean, from all the missteps that we've seen in these last couple months, we knew like for sure like this is going to be completely goofy. This is one of the reasons why I was like, well, we should stream this because I knew this is going to be goofy. I figured it was going to be. I was like, just the way that they're going about this is just silly. It's like, bro, it's like her everything about her record, from prosecuting to the stuff that came out about her family, and her book, and she might not be black or she might be black, like everything. And first she came out as Indian, now all of a sudden now she's black. It's like, bro, and then she tries to not deny it and stuff. I'm like, or she don't talk about it at all. It's like she's deflecting and she can't speak. I just knew this was gonna be a shit show from the beginning. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a shit show, man. And all of this foolishness, all of this goofiness has led up to this right now of her getting her behind kicked at this point in time of the presidential election. But I see we have a guest in the building. So
yes, let's bring up brother, part of the Flick Zone family. You can check out his reactions and his channel at Hear These Thoughts. He's with us for all of our wrestling live streams, WWE weekly. He reacts to all the pro wrestling news and information. And he's a Rams fan, Cravante. Let's give it up for Brother Thoughts. Brother, Hear These Thoughts. What's going on, my guy? He's in the middle. Brother Thoughts. What's going on, brother?
Can y'all hear me now?
Okay. Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
How y'all doing?
What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Not much, man. It's a very interesting day. A lot of tension is rising around here. A lot of people are emotional today with this whole thing going on. So, yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not really surprised that it's happening this way, to be honest with you. But, what can you do?
Now, for those who don't know, you are in the Midwest. What's the vibe out there?
So for people who didn't know, originally I lived in Chicago for majority of my life. Right now I'm in Wisconsin. So obviously Illinois, that's heavily Democratic, a heavily Democratic state, just like California is basically the same thing. But since I've been out here in Wisconsin, as you can see with the map, it's heavily Republican. It's Trump signs everywhere that you look. You can see a Harris sign every once in a while. But from what the people who live here told me is a lot of those people are people who lived outside of Wisconsin and moved in probably from like Illinois or something like that. But for the most part, it's a lot of Trump supporters out here. Like this guy across the street, he got 8 Trump signs in his yard. So,
Was were you leaning towards a can? If you want to talk about it, you don't have to.
Right,
Were
right,
you
right.
leaning towards one side? Were you kind of like me, don't really care? I was more focused on local stuff of trying to
Yeah.
fix where I live, maybe not shrinking our city council and not cutting funding for certain things. But anything
Hmm.
you jumped out to you, even if it wasn't presidential, possibly?
Yeah, I'm more like you, man. I focus more on the local elections. Obviously, the primary elections are very important. I don't want to take that out at all. Obviously, what we're seeing here, but overall, I focus more on the local elections more so than the actual presidents themselves. And I'm kind of in the middle for the most part with a lot of the stuff based upon like policy. I know we have like different personalities, and that swings people's idea of who they want to vote for and things like that. But I'm kind of like I'm with you with that, and I'm with Raj on the point that I don't really, argue with people online or in person about these, have these political debates because it really doesn't lead anywhere. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, we argue. People hate each other. The person who wins. Then what? You create an enemy for what? So, yeah. So I'm pretty much for the most part in the middle when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
We hear it all the time in wrestling. They win the big one and then they
Mhm.
don't do shit for 6 months. And we're like, well, what's the point of giving them the big one and you're not
Yeah.
going to do anything with them? The follow up is more important than anything else because what do you do next? And that's as a
Right.
country, you're going to have a new leader, but then what?
Right, right. Yeah, it's just I see the benefits of certain people, but then at the same time, it's like when it comes to politics, it's like putting new tires on a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? The ride gonna be a little smoother with one person, it'd be harder with the next one. Still got a bad engine in there, bro. It's not gonna change a whole lot, not anytime soon. So, I look at it like hopefully the right person gets in there, but whoever gets in there, all I got to do is adjust, live my life how I got to live it, and then make the best out of it. Because I can't really control who gets in there at this point. It's all over at this point. So,
I got a question from Cassie. She wanted to ask, I'll give this to you actually. If these four wrestlers were presidential candidates, who would you vote for? John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, or Cody Rhodes?
um, it would have to, it would definitely have to be out of John Cena or Cody Rhodes. They already got the look. They got the aesthetic. John Cena is very good at speaking publicly and very PC, so he'll be a perfect candidate. Just like Cody Rhodes, he loved wearing the suits and stuff, so he's already in there. Now CM Punk, that's not a guy you want to be in the Oval Office at all. But yeah.
Let the people know your channel and what you're doing your channel. Will you be doing anything with the presidential? Will you be reacting to the results?
Probably not, man. Because I'm probably gonna, at this point, once it's all over and said and done, I'm gonna kind of, hopefully take a breath of fresh air away from all of it because it's been so much on social media heavily, and everything that I consume has all been about the election, which I understand. Again, it's very important, but it's been kind of overhaul. A lot of the people I pay attention to, like on YouTube or any podcast, Dave, for people like to say grifting a lot, but it's been heavy this year on the grifting. A lot of people have been eating off of it and using it. Some people, you know, um, using a lot of the Republican stuff in order to gain more followers on their channel. And on the other side, it's been like that on both sides. So I just want people to just calm down when the election is over, be them normal selves, because it's a side of people that's coming out now that it's just not. I don't like it, man. I really don't.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
ugly, man. Really
yeah,
ugly.
it's nasty.
How do you see 2028 possibly playing out? And do you think Kamala will come back and run potentially?
Nah. Well, I mean, I could see her trying, but I don't think people, if she loses this, I can't see people voting for her to get her back in. Like, I honestly don't. And that's not really anything too much against her. I think people have already seen her lose before, and then they see her now after getting this far. Which, for some people in Wisconsin, obviously it is a Republican state. Some people were like, well, there were Democrats were like, we weren't even trying to go for Kamala. We were trying to go for someone other than Trump, and she just kind of got forced in. So now we got to be blue no matter who at this point. So with them having more options probably in 2028, I can't really see them voting for her at that point.
Well, feel free to hang out with us, brother. Thoughts, you're always welcome up here, man. We just kicking it, seeing how these results play out. I just want to pick your brain on a few issues. I don't know if the fellas got any questions for you, but feel free.
Oh yeah. What's his name? I never met him before. The Commander,
Yeah,
fan.
Mandalorian.
The
Yeah.
Mandalorian. Yeah. What's going
Yo,
on?
what's going
Yeah.
on, man?
Nothing much.
Prevante, they call me the voice of reason, Commander
Voice
Lorian, all that
reason.
good stuff. I'm the lone Commander fan on the on the panel on the podcast, so it's fun over here.
Oh yeah. Because I watch y'all live stream all the time, and they always play the theme song every time you come in. So I'm like, man, I know he proud because them Commanders, they doing their thing this year.
It's
They
been
look
a
good out
while,
here.
brother. It's been a while, brother. I haven't had much to cheer about in quite some time, and we've
Yeah.
been doing a podcast for 10 years, and
Okay.
I might have had 2 good years. Like out of them 10, like I might have had 2. I got this year and I got 2012. All the other years was like,
Yeah.
There
There you go.
Ain't nobody say cue it up. Ain't nobody say cue it up. Nobody said that. Turn
There
it
you
off.
go.
Nobody said it.
Hey, y'all definitely deserve it as a fan base, man. Ain't too many of y'all I met, even back when they was the Skins. I have not seen a ton of. I've seen some Clinton Portis fans. People were fans of McNabb when he went to the Skins, but never people who've actually been fans of the team itself. So, yeah, man, y'all deserve it, man. That's good for you guys.
Yeah, man. Just trying to sustain it, man. But sometimes you got cut off the head, man. And the head guy was a big problem. And as you can see, Dallas is going through that, going through some turmoil right now. Well, they've been going through some turmoil for some time now.
Yeah.
As far as the management, football wise, there's like they'll win 11 games, 12 games, win the division, make the playoffs, but management wise, they've never been great with managing because their owner's the GM. So
yeah.
know,
And I
but-
just took my brother out there too, to Dallas, to AT&T Stadium when they played the Detroit Lions, and he's a Cowboys fan. Worst birthday of his life.
Oh man, I love that for him.
Real quick, let's show some love to Tiafo, Kofi, Kawangio. I think I said that right. All the way from Jamaica, dropping some bombs. Big shout out to Jamaica. Dropping. Wagwan, my guy. Wagwan. And we can keep the horns rolling because he's back. He's in backstage area. I think he's ready. He voted. He was out and about today. The Black American Dream himself, Drizzy Dre, is in the building. Drizzy Dre, what's up, my brother?
What up?
Acknowledge me.
Drizzy Dre, how you feeling? We getting love from Jamaica, my guy. Show love to the people in Jamaica. Got the dreads over
there. What are my Jamaicans out there? Man, this is I expected this to be close, but I mean 45 and he didn't had one of them like Ravens type of leads, man. I mean, my gosh. The gap is somewhat closing. It's not over, but it's not looking good, I admit. She needs one of them like Patrick Mahomes type of comebacks right now, because this thing ain't looking good at all.
You want to ask Tiafo's question, Dre, since you just came on, and anybody else can jump in as well? I know we're halfway through the season.
Right now, as of right now with the season, I would say in the AFC, I'm still going to favor the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
In the NFC, I'm going to say Lions. I'm going to say the 49ers if everybody can get back healthy right now. I just don't trust. I trust the 49ers coaching staff more than I trust the Eagles coaching staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Ravens and Chiefs as well.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say the Lions and Eagles. That's why things gonna meet up. But when it's all said and done.
I'm not mad at that, but like I said, I just don't trust the Eagles right now.
You know, Trump just won Nebraska.
Oh, that's great.
There's only five electoral votes though.
Pick it up. That's what he said.
I'm gonna break down what she needs after we go through this question.
Oh gosh, now you an analyst now. Now you an analyst, huh?
I mean, I've only worked in public radio for like over 10 years.
Forever, right? Yeah,
Oh,
we know.
Wow.
Shut up.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So it's hard to not say the Ravens and the Chiefs in the AFC because
absolutely
with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, they finally got it clicking with the Ravens offense. Like that offense is crazy dynamic. Lamar Jackson has had a perfect passer rating for 4 straight games. Derrick Henry is leading rusher this year, so he's pretty much the front runner for offensive player of the year. Defensively is where the hiccups come for the Ravens, but with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, they're going to be in it. And of course, Patrick Mahomes, even though he's not, his stats won't say it, but he finds a way to win. And now it's funny because the Chiefs have shifted from offensive heavy, now they're defensive heavy. You know what I'm saying? They've lost Tyreek Hill and a couple other wide receivers, but Patrick Mahomes remains and Andy Reid remains. So I think the combination of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes is the best that NFL has to offer. So I do think they're going to be in it. Now in the NFC, the Lions are head and shoulders, I think, the best team in the NFC right now. The Eagles roster is great, but how I was talking about management earlier, Nick Sirianni is going to do something stupid. I feel it. Nick Sirianni is going to do something stupid to jack up the Eagles, and unfortunately, it's going to happen in the playoffs. To who? I'm not sure, but I agree with Dre. I agree with Dre. If the 49ers are healthy, it should be them. Now, I'm not one of them Commanders fans where I'm like, hey, Super Bowl, baby, Super Bowl. Nah, we not there yet. I'm not calling NFC Championship for my Commanders. Not year one. Year one, that's a very tough thing to do. Is we have a lot of first time GM. Dan Quinn's getting his second stint as head coach. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. You know, it's too many ones for me for us to do all this in year one. So I do think we have a chance to win the division, maybe even a playoff game, but I don't think we're going to make it to the NFC Championship. So I will say the Lions and the 49ers, if healthy. The honorary mention would be the Eagles.
Brother,
you know what? Nobody's mentioned the Rams or the Vikings either.
I'm scared Matthew Stafford not going to make it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, there's some truth to that. The past 2 seasons, he's been hurt.
I'm scared, man, because he's a little long in the tooth. Like,
he is. Yep.
And the offensive line's been playing better. But it looks like you're getting your swagger back in the passing game, which is good.
Pook out here punching people too. So
Pook out here showing some. I ain't soft out here. I think they think his name Puka. They think he's sweet. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is, but he's not. He's definitely not. I'm just Matthew Stafford making it through the season. That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah,
and I'm not a fan of the Vikings. I'm not a fan of Sam Darnold deep into deep as the season goes on. I feel like he's going to turn into his, regular self.
No, you see that now. Him and Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker had that good year last year, and then though the Bucks won some games, look at their losses too. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, actual quarterbacks when he got to actually face some people.
And actually played good against the Chiefs though.
He did play good against the Chiefs, but still, what happened? What's the end result?
Yeah. It's no shame. Listen, it's no shame in losing to the Ravens.
But I mean, how far are you gonna go? That's why.
And his receivers hurt, Dre. He ain't got no receivers. He ain't got no receivers. They hurt.
No receivers.
Wait. The Chiefs and the Ravens. He don't have to worry about them.
No, but
we talking about the NFC.
But this. The regular season in football really prepares you for the playoffs. And what happens when he faces a quarterback like in his conference, like a Jalen Daniels, Jalen Hurts, somebody of that caliber. I mean, even the Falcons, they haven't beat the Falcons the whole year.
Well, remember, Dre, when they played the Ravens, both their receivers got hurt. They were playing well. They just injuries is doing them in.
But also now to the other side, Baker Mayfield is a gunslinger. So he's going to turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have some great passes, and he's going to have some Baker, why you force that? And now that their top 2 wide receivers are out, he has to force it now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And to his credit, he actually put them in place to actually win that game against Kansas City.
Sure.
So
Would you have 1 for 2? Would you have 1 for 2 on the road?
Yeah.
I would have. I would have.
It's Monday night.
You
The
have
Chiefs
to.
are undefeated. What do you have to lose?
I just don't think that. I think that overtime rule should be universal for the regular season and playoffs, where if the team scores, you get a chance still, as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying with the rules, I don't want to go into overtime with Patrick Mahomes or any of them great top tier
At all.
quarterbacks because it's like it's over. So my chance to win, let's win in regulation. Let's try. If we win or lose regulation, it is what it is. But that's my chance to win in the regulation.
Certain
And the scary part is the
certain
Chiefs
quarterbacks, I
have
would
the
say
number one
no,
defense.
but some yes. Like me and you were watching that game, Cravante, when Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson actually could drive his team down. It's certain quarterbacks where I'm like, I'm not concerned if we were to go into overtime with Patrick Mahomes. Could the fear of my quarterback getting the ball back in his hand and going back down the field? I'm not scared.
Well, the Chiefs have the number one defense in the NFL, and Kareem Hunt looks like it's 2012 all over again.
Yeah, I know, right? Talking about turning back the hands of God.
And don't look now, B-Hop had 2 touchdowns and Travis Kelce career high in catches with 13. So he's woken up out of his Taylor Swift hypnosis. He's back to himself.
That's because he got rid of that bad mustache and he actually, started growing the beard again.
Yeah, and D-Hop finally got something to play for.
Who you like in the AFC and NFC? I gotta get your thoughts real quick on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for the AFC, it's just like everybody else. I gotta see the Ravens and the Chiefs. I want to see the Ravens finally get that win over them. Yeah, I think it's their year. They got to do it this time around. And on the other side, I got the Lions. I want to say the 49ers because I can't pick them because of that. But I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna have to pick the Eagles. As crazy as that sounds, as far as we look at the NFC, as far as defense and offense, I can't see the team that's really that balanced on both sides that probably can take on the Lions. But as you said before, the Lions are heads and shoulders over every team in the NFC, so it almost don't matter who they face. This year, it definitely got to be a guarantee they're going to the Super Bowl. So, and if that don't happen, that'll be a shocker.
Man.
Well, they're going to be a home field, and they just played their first outdoor game this past Sunday in Lambeau. So they play indoors. You ain't beating them because they're a track team. But I do have a hot take. I think Ravens, Chiefs. I'm going to go Lions, Falcons right now. Falcons defense is playing very well, Cravante.
Yeah,
they're closing games. They're not falconing. Kirk Cousins looks like Kirk Cousins. They got weapons. Drake London's the number one. Kyle Pitts. They're running the ball. And Atlanta, remember I said this, it is a party atmosphere. They get a home game. They get home field or they get the number 2 seed, that's going to be tough to go in there and win. I think they could make the NFC Championship game.
Well, I'm just worried about Cousins in the playoffs, though. That's the only thing. Cousins in the playoffs, I don't know about that part, man.
Well, exactly. So, Byron, that's why I did say, I was like, was my concern about the Bucks when I was like facing a team like the Falcons. I just don't trust Kirk Cousins like that.
But I don't think Kirk has been the reason they lost in the playoffs when he's made it, though. I don't really think it's his fault.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But you still are what you are sometimes. And I mean, and to me, this is one of the few times when I will equate playoffs with regular season. When he's had primetime games, he has not shown up. So that's a concern of mine for the playoffs.
Now in 2 weeks,
he hasn't actually been terrible. He hasn't been terrible. Like his last 5 games have not been terrible.
He's not been terrible, no. But I still got some questions. I gotta see it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I need to see on a new team.
I still got questions about Jared Goff. If you make Jared Goff have to throw 20 to 30 times, I still got questions. You ain't gonna be able to win throwing 85 yards in the playoffs, handing it off to Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery all the time. Let's throw that ball.
You're right. That's why I said a test for them would be like we all been saying the 49ers if healthy. If the Eagles were just coached well, I think we probably all would have said the Eagles too, because they're just as talented, but it's just a lot of question marks. One thing I can say about the Eagles is that they seem to be going back to what they were working with Jalen Hurts that year he went to the Super Bowl. How you were just talking about Goff and his limited number of attempted throws. It seems that the Eagles are kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, and I think with golf with his limited throws, I mean that's a bad thing, I guess. But in the sense, if they need it, it's always there. Like golf will sling it out there if he need to.
Yeah.
So they got options. They can open the playbook wide open in the playoffs. So you don't know how you're gonna stop them at that point.
And Ben Johnson is still over there as the OC. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
there's
maybe
that.
this might be the last year for that too. So they might be like the Eagles next year.
Hey,
Yeah, this
listen,
the year
that
they
that,
got to
that
do it.
Chicago job is gonna be open.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So something to look at.
Talking about it might be. Negro, it is gonna be open.
Now you're right. You're right. if they lost 29-9 to the Cardinals, if they get another blowout loss, it might be over like right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
I
was
don't know
that
if you got.
Is you
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
rolling? Is you rolling? Bitch, I might be.
I don't know if you guys remember that Monday Night Football game where Jared Goff was on the Rams and they played the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was
Yes.
going back and forth. Now, if he
Yes.
can unlock that version of Jared Goff this season, come around playoff time, it'd be a problem, man. It'll
They
be
put
a
up like
problem.
100 points in that game, yo.
Yeah, I was up till like 11 o'clock at night, about to have a heart attack watching that game, bro. That game was scary.
That was great. That was great. That was great. Oh man, let's see what we got
What
here.
y'all think of the
George.
trades today? Let's talk about the trades real quick. Anybody think about the trades? Any teams stand out to you? Any teams that maybe don't because they didn't do anything?
Washington, man. I told y'all lucked up with that one. You said that you wanted him and you got him.
Good.
I'm just happy
I
that the
did.
Chiefs did not get him. That was my whole thing. I was like, please do not. If the Chiefs had, it was already bad enough the Chiefs got D-Hop, but if the Chiefs had got their cornerback, I was like, bro, that thing would have been a lock.
That'd have been nasty for sure.
As far as the Ravens, I mean, I'm glad we made a defensive move. I knew we had to make a move either in the secondary or the pass rush. I was hoping we could do both, but I'll take it for what it is. I think the true winners, though, of this, though Washington made a move, the Pittsburgh Steelers. To me, it solidified them. I think that they're not only projected to make the playoffs, but they might actually have a deep playoff run. And whoever they face, they're definitely, if not, they may make it divisional round, if not to at least to the conference championship game with the moves that they're making and the way that they're playing right now. I think that they have a legit shot to really be a scary team in the playoffs.
I like the Lions did. The Lions getting Darius Smith because the Aidan Hutchinson, losing him hurts. It really, really does hurt because the Lions defense isn't great, but he can wreak havoc like on offensive lines and offenses as a whole. So getting a pass rusher to semi replace him would be great. So is Aidan Hutchinson out for the year, or could he possibly come back for the playoffs?
No, he's out.
He's out. He's out, right?
Yeah, he done.
All right. So getting the opportunity and replacing him with Zadarius Smith, that was a really good underrated move for the Lions.
Yeah, because I know they were.
Of course, Marshawn Lattimore, like our secondary was terrible, terrible. So, like I said J.C. Horn, Denzel Ward, or Marshawn Lattimore. If we get any of them three, I'm a happy camper moving into the rest of the football season.
Yeah, that was a good move. That was a good move.
Now, what is Dallas doing? What is Dallas doing?
They haven't done anything. It ain't no point.
I don't know.
Ain't no point. It's over. And they
Like
said there was
that.
open shop and still ain't got nobody. They said that in the offseason and he said it during now. And they still haven't done anything to improve that team. So
My man just be talking.
yeah, Dallas is just one of them teams where they know the fans are gonna show up regardless. So they're just like, why do we need to get better? They're gonna buy the tickets anyway. They're gonna buy the merch.
Better?
Why? Like why are we trying to yeah. they still come in and take tours of the stadium looking at the trophies from 30 years ago. Why should we change anything? So we're still called America's team regardless. They don't have a reason to improve. They really don't. But I agree with you though. As far as the Commanders getting that trade, that was a good move. Now for the Ravens fans, what do y'all think about getting White?
I thought it was a decent move, but I mean, exactly. He's right. That's how we feel. It was, to me, it was
Yeah.
a decent move, but it doesn't move the needle. Like I said, I think Pittsburgh is actually the team that actually had a better trade than the Ravens.
Yeah, because I saw that, and I'm like, the Rams' backfield, as far as the cornerbacks, is not that great. So when Tre'Davious left, I was just like, I mean, I don't know what to think about that. So
And then what's even more scary and luckily is that the Steelers didn't also trade for a wide receiver. But that, I mean, that defense alone with a Ravens offensive line that already struggles. I mean, we struggle alone with just TJ Watts. So that when you look at that line for Pittsburgh, it's just like, man, that's going to be. That's why I said I think they can legit make some noise and make and be a scary team in the playoffs. But the Ravens, we already split with them as is. So right now, it's for sure we'll probably split with them. There's just no way that we're going to win 2 times against that team. The way that they're playing with defense, and then offensively, if they can just score at least a decent amount of points, which they're doing under Russell Wilson right now.
all right.
When was the last time y'all split? When was the last time y'all split with the Steelers?
Maybe like 3 years ago, Byron. Something like that. It's been a minute.
He said like they did it last year or something. You know
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking
too. No, last year we lost both games, and Pittsburgh fans love to remind us that we did that. And I'm like, bro, y'all won the last game when we set everybody. Like that just come on.
That's the thing about divisional games, man. The folks don't care.
Yeah, hope is hope. Hope is hope. And the Cowboys, by the way, they got a wide receiver, Jonathan Mingo from the Panthers.
Byron, you're muted, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't. Say something.
Is it doing it again?
I hope not.
He's a robot. He was a robot.
AI.
In the meantime, somebody did ask us about Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes wins in his career. He got like 1 or 2 left in him.
No. I think he beats Brady's record.
You think so?
It depends on how long Andy Reid is there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
It depends on how long Andy Reid is there.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And
Andy getting up there. So
I guess yeah.
But the thing is, I too wonder, is Andy chasing the record? Because Belichick is only like 20-something wins away from the record of being the most winningest head coach of all time. Reid isn't that far off if he continues on this trajectory. But I think that I agree with you, Cravante. I didn't factor that in. As long as Reid and Mahomes are like this together, he can win a few more. He's got 3, and the way that they got that defense, they can definitely win a couple more. So
I think he got 2 more in him. I think he can definitely get 2 more. He can get a handful.
I think the way that he is, I just think that, I mean, if he can, Brady, because people forget Brady had a huge gap. There was a 10-year gap with the Patriots in between theirs. So I think that Mahomes can win. It just, like you said, it really depends on Reid and Mahomes, how long they're going to be together. I don't think it's really a factor of like Kelsey or anything like that. As long as Mahomes is with Reid, that's going to be
because I think what a lot of people don't understand is that the Chiefs are the best at situational football. Like those key moments, winning those key moments, 4-minute offense, 2-minute offense, those gotta have it plays. They're the best at that. Like, damn the whole game, like the whole middle of the game, you might could catch them loafing, catch them here, catch them there. But if it's close, Patrick Mahomes gets the ball last, 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock, it's a wrap. He had that Tom Brady effect at the end of a game where it's like, oh well, shoot, that was our shot, guys. Yeah, we gave him the ball back. They got all their timeouts. Like we I think we know how this DVD is going to end.
Yeah, every single time. A little bit of fairy dust from the zebras on the field, a little bit here and there. Just a little bit, not too much. Just a little bit. And they'll get there.
Tom Brady had it too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what it is, and it's almost like as a opponent of them. And this is whether you was an opponent of the New England Patriots back in those days, or you're an opponent of the Chiefs now.
Believe me, I know both Super Bowls. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Your mistakes are heightened.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like your mistakes mean it's almost like one turnover is two because you gave them the ball back and they scored. Like they make you pay for everything. So it's like
Andy Reid.
you almost have to play a perfect game and don't outthink it. You know what I'm saying? So
It's hard to do.
It's
hard. You talking about Andy Reid and Bill Belichick? They make the margin of error so slim for anybody.
Yep.
You miss one cue, that can cost you the whole game.
The
Just
whole
that
game.
easy. That's
the
all
whole
it takes.
Game. Crazy.
It's crazy. But like we just saw what happened with the Chiefs, and you see how they switched over from a fully offensive team to a defensive team. So their ability to shift what type of identity they have for a team, that's longevity right there. It's
That's
just basically like Michael Jordan. We saw how he changed when he went to the. You got to change up your play in order to be effective, and they're effective now. Patrick Mahomes is not having the best year he's ever had right now.
Right.
He's not playing that great. So when you got Andy Reid at the helm and doing all of that, bro, that's longevity, man. They're a scary team. Scary team.
I think I've said it too on the podcast. I think that they're just loafing through the regular season.
You think
yeah,
so?
they win games, but I think for the most part they're just kind of at an aspect of, look, it's the regular season. We just, as long as we get to the playoffs, then we'll show people. What Kendrick says, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas.
Yeah.
I think that's what they going to just do. I think
exactly.
I think they're on that Golden State Warriors. They're just kind of like.
I was just about to say when the playoffs start, it's like the Warriors going into the third quarter of a game where they just blitzed you and they blitzed you. All of a sudden, you down 25. And I just think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, they have a playoff playbook. Like they got stuff that you ain't never seen before, and they only gonna pull it out in January.
Yeah, and they say,
go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, they say defense wins championships, but to me, that's true. But quarterbacks will make dynasties. So you got a good defense, got a great quarterback. We've seen what happened, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I want to see Lamar do it, bro. Lamar got to do it, man. He got to pop out and show him. He got to be the one to do that, bro.
He can.
He absolutely can.
He can. He just got to see it, bro. The MVPs is cool, but we just need that cherry on top of it. Like everything. Like that's it, bro. Like I really want to see him do it. I really do.
He's got to do a Cody Rhodes. He's got to finish the story.
He got to finish the story, man. Shut up the commentators. Can we hear?
No, we can't hear you, brother Byron.
What is going on?
Right. Damn, that sucks.
Aaron Rodgers should retire. Aaron Rodgers should retire after this.
He got to, man. He got to. It's done, bro. It's over. He had a career. Wrap it up. And I feel old, bro, because all my favorite, like all the quarterbacks I like watching growing up, they're all retiring, man. They becoming second string quarterbacks or they're retiring. Bro, basketball.
Yours is the last. Your boy, and Rodgers.
Last ones, bro. Last of the Mohicans.
And Rodgers, bro.
Wow. You know what? You're right, because everybody else, the Phillip Rivers, the
Mannings,
the Roethlisbergers, the Tom Brady's,
Drew
the
Brees,
Mannings, the Drew Breeses, they've all retired, and it was just Aaron Rodgers, and now you got a new crop of young boys who came in and just dominated. You know, Lamar Jackson, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the Patrick Mahomes of the world, you know, Baker Mayfield's there. I mean, I'm not saying he's in that trajectory, but I'm saying like these are starting quarterbacks who have just like they're the guys right now. And then you got, you know, your boy Daniels in DC, Caleb Williams. So even younger guys are coming up. And then even when you look past them, you got the Shador Sanders of the world's coming up. You got the Archie Manning about to come into the league. So it's guys who are coming up even behind them. So it's just a completely different time in sports right now, man.
And it's scary too, because the past couple of years, if you were a subpar quarterback, that was your time to get in there. That was your time. Now that we got these new crop of quarterbacks coming in, it's over, bro. You might be going home now. You might be going home now.
And now, not only that, think about a time too when you said the last of the Mohegans. Aaron Rodgers is that, you know, that traditional, like, I mean, he was a mobile quarterback, but he was still in the pocket more so throwing the football. Everybody now is outside the pocket throwing, and you have to have some type of running. Not maybe the Lamar Jackson effect, but you got to be able to be at least like a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, being able to run in addition to your throwing. Now, like, if you're not doing that, you're not good. You're not going to make it in the league at all.
And that's crazy because it's a passing league now. So to say that nowadays is kind of ironic if you think about it.
But they're also, the running back is starting to be more valuable too, because I mean you can see that with the Ravens, Derrick Henry. Dallas were saying that they need a run game. The Bills, a run game helps them. So you're seeing old ways are starting to come back, but at the same time, it's a new wave of football at the same time.
But it's those running backs, or either if you're going to be a smaller running back, you got to be multifaceted, just like Kyron Williams, or you got to be able to catch and run at the same time, or you got to be a big guy that could bust through the middle of the line. And if you're not, you're going to get passed around. Like we just saw Cam Akers. He just got traded once again in 3 years.
But
so
it's weird though. So you're saying that you need that like bull cow running back, but the wide receivers are smaller too. They're smaller and faster. So the Zay Flowers, the Cheetah, you're seeing those guys as the wide receivers now who are really getting some shine. Even my boy Devontae Smith in Philadelphia. So it's a new wave of wide receivers too. Justin Jefferson, he's not that big of a guy either.
He's just lanky,
but killing it.
Yeah, he got that. But we got Deebo Samuels though. He's probably one of the few that has like he's like a running back size wide receiver that's out there, and he's like 1 out of 10,000. We don't have any other ones in the league like that right now, and if they are, they pretty slow. So yeah, it's an interesting season. What happened to Byron? He's still trying to.
Let's see.
Hopefully, brother Byron.
Dang.
Oh, come on, man. Every time I get on the stream, this happens, man. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Hey, look. I tell you what you're doing. There can only be one light-skinned person on this.
That's what it was.
That's what it is.
We above the quota.
One light-skin at a time, damn it.
We above the quota. We above the quota. It's too light in here, man.
Hey, look. Only one of y'all can have an S curl, man. Come on, it can't be.
The month just started, guys.
With the juice. He said the month just started.
The month just started, guys. We hit the quota too soon, y'all.
You hit it too soon, man. Hey, man. Yeah, it's an interesting season, man. I don't know, outside of the 4, it just seems like it's nobody else, man. I've never seen a season like this in a while.
Yeah,
can't think of anyone else.
What we thought, like a lot of us thought the Packers would make more noise
because of what they did last year, for sure.
But I mean, it's not to say that they're not going to make the playoffs, but it's just they're not the same. You could just see that they're not the same team. The Texans don't feel like the same team from last year either, and they made moves.
Injuries, injuries are a thing. Injuries are affecting. In the past, I probably say at least the past 5 years, injuries have really devastated like teams, like for real. Like you take Collins and Stephon Diggs away from CJ Stroud. Now they talking about now the offensive line don't look as good. You know what I'm saying? So now these injuries are causing other problems on the offense. So now is it the offensive line that's not good, or are his weapons depleted? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to determine that because it's a game by game, matchup by matchup basis. But injuries are a thing.
Let me push back on you.
Love is not healthy either.
Let me push back a little bit on you with that. Being that I'll say this: it depends on the quarterback, and I'm not saying that CJ Stroud isn't a good quarterback, but sometimes your quarterback can mask a lot of those issues. You know that right now in DC, where you told me like y'all have a lot of issues to overcome, but yet your quarterback, like you don't even think about that because of who the quarterback play that you guys are having right now. You can say that with the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson.
Sure.
I mean, last year with the Chiefs, and he still won the whole. He still won the Super Bowl.
The whole jump.
So I mean, I think it sometimes I think it really honestly depends on your quarterback. It shouldn't be like that, but I mean, I could even give you I'm giving you positive examples. You can get bad examples. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but Dak Prescott. Some quarterbacks need everything to align, and for him, the stars when they don't align,
Mm-hmm.
see that he goes from a slightly above average quarterback to an average quarterback.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Now with that is the guys that can do that. It's only it's not even a handful of them.
Yep.
It's like 4. It's 4 guys that can really do it. It's like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Who else?
I knew you would. It looked like you wanted to say Burrow, but it's like
he got Jamar Chase. I can't even do it.
Yeah,
that's why I was like,
he has
because
Jamar
you know what it
Chase,
is. You was like
Higgins, and Boyd. Your wide receiver core is crazy. Like I can't even give him that. and I like Joe Burrow, but
I mean,
I can't give him that
right now with him. They don't look like the same team, and he's a good quarterback, but it's not like he's injured this year. It's just that the Bengals just don't look like the same team.
They don't.
No,
they don't. But he's right. It's only a few quarterbacks, and that's that conversation they were having last year with all the sportscasters talking about game managers and elite quarterbacks. A lot of these guys are game managers, like Dak Prescott. Once in the first play of the game, you notice in Dak Prescott's game, once he have a first run that's bad, it doesn't go back better at the rest of the game. He just stays that way. He can't find a way to dig out of it. He can't find a way to play when he's behind. So people like him, they're not gonna solve any issues on their own. They need everything to be perfect.
And it's crazy because Cam Newton said that, and they jumped on him.
They did, and I knew exactly what he was talking about.
For what he said. Was it Brock Purdy? Was that what he was talking about?
He was talking about Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott.
I was
It was a
like,
couple other
y'all
people.
crazy. Y'all good and crazy. All the weapons that Brock Purdy got, when healthy, like it's legit. Like it's 3 guys.
You saw it last year when he didn't have his weapons. That's when he went from being perfect and having the streak to he just looked like another quarterback out there.
Yeah.
Listen, since he played Baltimore, he looked regular. Like right after that Baltimore game, he just looked regular after that. Like
that's kind of unfair. Everybody looks regular when they play Baltimore.
But that's what but you see what I'm saying? Like when we talk about the upper echelon, but I'm just no, Baltimore, he didn't look how he looked before. Like he never got back to it. That's
I got what you were saying.
It's no shame in losing to the Ravens.
Yeah.
But he did not get back to how he looked beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And it's only, like I said, it's not even a handful, because handful I'm talking 5. It's not even a handful of quarterbacks that can carry. That was what I say. Carry a team, carry an offense, not even carry an offense, carry a team. You know what I'm saying? Carry a franchise. It's maybe like 3 pushing 4. You know what I'm saying?
And the 49ers and the Patriots and Belichick there, they were like temp agencies. They'll find you a job anywhere, bro. You stop by there, you look good over there. People are like, oh my God, he's great. And don't even realize they not Jimmy Garoppolo. Main example. He looked great on the Pats. Came over to the 49ers. He looked okay over there. Still got another job. Wasn't that great?
Stole money.
Stole money. And came to the Rams and they said this man looked awful during practice. Awful.
They try to compare him to why Kyle Shanahan had so many wins under his belt and Jimmy Garoppolo was winning all these games. I was like, man, y'all better stop, man.
Yeah.
Y'all better stop, man. Jimmy Garoppolo is not that.
You see what he's doing, Purdy? Like the coach is like, hey, he look like a quarterback. Just bring him in. We don't even got to know his name. Just put him in there as QB. We'll find a way to win. And they find a way to win, bro. It's crazy. But can you imagine if they found an elite quarterback on the 49ers?
Oh, that's
my God.
Right.
I'm so happy they haven't figured it out yet.
But Tom Brady going over there.
And you know what though? Remember Tom Brady was supposed to go over there, and then he said, "Y'all show me that."
Yeah.
But man, oh man, you see the Lions are going to be the new 49ers. They're younger, they're tough. Their head coach has gotten it. and the team plays so hard for that head coach.
Yeah.
The 49ers aren't getting any younger. They re-signed all their guys, but they are not getting any younger.
And they got to
And
distribute
Brock
that
Purdy,
money out soon too.
they got to pay Brock Purdy soon.
They're gonna have to pay him some. Yeah. He
And
ain't
then
gonna be
that's
able to
all
sit.
that's gonna blow up.
Yeah. He gonna get tired of living in a studio apartment at some point. He gonna he gonna want that bread. He gonna hate that Ferrari looked nice. I've been waiting on that. So
Yeah.
they gonna pay him. Or will they though? Once they realize that this guy isn't, they know. I think they know for sure that he's not that guy. But
Ooh, you think they know?
I think they know. I
Hell
think
yeah,
they just.
they know.
I think they know. But they're just like, he's doing enough to get us by until we figure out who the next person is. But again, they don't need an elite quarterback to make it to the playoffs. They haven't need that.
No, but at the same time, there are certain teams where your window for winning has to be now. The Ravens, 49ers, the Chiefs are still going to be in that mix. I say the Bills too are in that mix of you got to win soon, because if not, that thing is gonna that window is going to start closing.
Well, the Bills are completely different only because their wins are on Josh Allen's shoulders. So once he's out of there, they're gonna have to blow that whole thing up. Shanahan, his system is still gonna be around long after Purdy is gone. So it's gonna be plug and play at that point. So as long as they got that system, bro, they're good.
And I think the Bills window closed already.
It's done. It's done.
I think it closed already.
Yeah, and that playoff game against the Chiefs, that was it.
Tell that to these analysts who every year they want to start saying how much better Josh Allen is over Lamar Jackson.
Some people don't learn.
I don't know why they keep. I don't understand that, man. I never understood that.
Because they're racist.
That's crazy.
They the 230 on the polls right now.
They don't
Is
like,
that what you said?
they don't like unconventional. No Byron.
Byron, we still can't hear you, man.
Oh yeah. His audio's out again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Damn, Rod, why you come in with the deep
the Barry White?
Barry White, yeah, exactly.
Because man, I'm about to hop off, yo. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to hop off.
We probably won't be on here much longer for real. Somebody Juggernaut asked us that question. We also got asked this question about college football. Well, we got a couple questions. We're trying to speed through these questions. About college football playoffs, 12 team. Y'all want to tackle that real quick for our good guy?
I don't even know who was it.
Who's in the top 12?
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see it either.
Right now, I mean, but some of the teams off the top are definitely Oregon, the Ohio State. All right, the top 25 list. I'm about to pull that up right now, gentlemen. Yeah. All right, so the top 25 list right now, you got Oregon, Georgia, the Ohio State, and Miami as the top 4, followed by Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, Indiana, BYU, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Boise State. Those are the top 12 teams right now.
Oh, okay. So what are they?
I'm loving Boise State. The running back over there in Boise State is I got to see him in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I got to see him in the playoffs. Is it Genty? How you say his name?
I think that is how you say it, Genty.
The Genty.
Yeah, that boy is crazy. And again, we talked about running back, so he's doing something we ain't seen in quite some time at the running back position. Let's see. I love that it's 12 teams because now we get some variety. You get some variety in teams. I heard you say BYU.
Yeah.
It's always good to see the U. It's always good to see the U in there. It's been some times. It's been a while.
Yeah, boy, Cam Ward.
And Puka came from there too.
I'm interested to see how these newcomers play in this new playoff format. But teams like BYU, did you say Indiana? No, you said Tennessee.
Indiana's number 8.
Indiana's in there. Yep.
Indiana, Tennessee, and all that. Yeah. So and it seems like the playing field is a little bit more even. It's not completely lopsided where the Alabamas, the Ohio State are juggernauts. You know what I'm saying? So that makes college football more fun because it's competitive. And it's not easily predictable. So that'll be fun moving forward.
Trump has just won Georgia, by the way.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
giving. I was
Ah,
just
that
giving.
Georgia.
Can you
That
pull
was
that
a
up,
good one.
Raj? Can you share your screen real quick? I know we're about to get out
That
of here.
hurts.
Half sleep. Can you
Speaking
share
of the
those?
Bulldogs,
But yeah, I was just getting ready to say, yeah, he just won that, so he's getting closer and closer, y'all.
Oh boy,
But
that's
I knew that he would win Georgia. I mean, it was the way that they were saying it.
Looks like he's going to win Pennsylvania too.
If he wins that, it's over, bro.
It's yeah.
it's done at that point. What's his
All right, so
number?
if he
he was at
takes Georgia,
230 before they
Kamala's gonna need
declared
the
that he
rest.
won Georgia.
So they haven't updated the.
That was the last one that he was at. He was at 230. Right. I think that the 12-team playoffs, I think that it's great, like you said, for the future of the sport. And we get to see more teams in there. But I think that I would love to see Clemson and Colorado if they could sneak their way into the top 12. I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes. But for right now, we'll see what happens. As far as this race, it's gotten closer at 210. 210, 230. But if he wins Georgia and Pennsylvania, it's a wrap. Because even with her winning, because she would at that point need everything. She would need Wisconsin, she would need Michigan, she would need
the rest.
Arizona.
Wisconsin's already won, right?
Huh?
Oh no, not yet.
You said what? Which one?
Oh, okay. No, I thought Wisconsin was already won, but no, it's just leaning towards right.
She definitely at this point she needs Wisconsin. And, if she would like Pennsylvania is the one that's going to really decide the race. Pennsylvania and Arizona, one like at this point she can't afford to lose both of them. She's got to win at least one.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, Cavante? Thoughts?
Wait, what happened?
Final thoughts, Cavante? Any final thoughts?
Georgia, and it looks like they haven't updated it yet, but if he indeed to Georgia, I agree with Dre. VP Harris is going to need the rest.
CNN has him at 246. CNN has him at 246 till 182.
Yeah, so yeah, she's going to need the rest.
I'm going with you're right, because even MSNBC has 246, but they have her at 189. But according to this, she's at 210. So
yeah, but I guess we'll see in the morning, guys.
Yeah. It's gonna be
but I think I can't remember if it was MSNBC or it was CNN, but one of them networks, they had it was real quick. It was like as if Trump had won because a lot of the states were red before they even came out to say that they were gonna that he was gonna win. So it's no surprise.
Looks like the Republicans have control of the Senate as well. They got the 51st seat. So there you go. Yeah. It's like 31.
Final thoughts are it's not over, but it might be over. And then and then brother
he gained faith and lost faith all in 2 seconds.
Look, we might be saying 1, 2, 3 Cancun real soon. But hey, Cavante, look who's calling. Our brother Shane.
Oh boy.
Is he upset?
I don't know, but I will say this too.
You should put him on the phone. Put him on the podcast real quick. Put him on. Tell him talk to the good people.
Hey Shane, you're on the Flex Zone, man.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey,
Shane O'Mac, what's up, brother?
Damn, he sounds sad, don't he?
Is that the guy you guys had on here earlier?
God damn, sound like you lost too, brother.
Oh, okay.
I've been covering, the entire election, all night, and I just kept saying, what was the difference between this election and past elections? And it just looks like, unfortunately, once again, America has proven that they want to be in the 50s versus being in 2024. We are the only industrialized nation of all European nations across the world that has not recognize women as being a leader of a free country. I mean, England has had a female leader, Germany, Italy, hell, I'll even throw in Russia, and I don't even like Russia, but even Russia has had a female leader in its past. We are the only nation that has not progressed like that. And it's quite sad that in 2024, I can't see how Kamala Harris can come back in this race and actually win. And what's sad is a lot of black men voted against her. So let's put this into perspective. Donald Trump back in 2020 only got about, in the state of Pennsylvania alone, only had about, I believe it was about 8% of the vote of black men actually went for Donald Trump back in 2020. In 2024, in the state of Pennsylvania, he's now gotten 25% of the vote from black men. So he's more than doubled, and he's actually winning. Same thing in Georgia. Doubled his amount. Had 70% of the vote. Then next thing you know, doubled that number to now 26% in the state of Georgia. See, the problem is, so unfortunately for Kamala Harris, she was not able to reach. She wasn't able to reach black men. She just wasn't. Latino voters, she had the same problem. Joe Biden won Latino voters by over 35%. In this race, Kamala Harris only won Latino voters at 8%.
I will say this: Howard ain't looking happy at all right now. We're about to conclude the show. I'm gonna hit you right back though, good brother, man. Thanks for coming on though, man.
Of course. All right.
Appreciate it, Shane.
I will say to answer Brother Jordan before we leave real quick, my NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Yes. Also agree.
Well, Dre, your final thoughts. You said on anything you want to talk about locally, Dre. I know we had the Angela Also Brooks defeated Larry Hogan.
I am happy about that. So at least you see in the local elections, we can put women in there, but like Shane said, man, nationally we just seem to, in America, that's twice where a woman who was highly qualified, educated, and should be in position for this job has not been propelled to it. And it is honestly a sad day when you see it's not even a matter of racism, but more about sexism, because it seems like in this country that sexism runs deeper than racism.
Cravante, I'll give you one more go around as you hear Brother Shane's reaction.
He's right. I think I said it before. That was a concern of mine. Anytime the Democrats put a woman at the forefront and to try to convince us that she's the leader of the free world, she should be the leader of the free world. I'm very concerned of how us as a country view women in leadership roles. Yes, she could be a leader in this form or this form, but the president is a big deal. So I was just concerned with how America would think. And it's 2024, but I think we are very traditional in some instances, and we can be progressive in some, but very traditional in like a lot of core things. So it's going to be interesting moving forward, but it's not over till it's over. But
if you look at Howard right now, it looks over. People got their heads down and everything.
It's rough right now, but that's all I got. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens in the morning. Maybe even it's after 12. So by the time we wake up, we probably will have our 47th president, and we gotta go from there.
Thoughts? We got to get you back on a Monday. We're gonna get it before the end of the year on a Monday, brother, to do this.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. Just let me know.
All right.
And we'll be here this week for more wrestling, probably SmackDown, and we got Survivor Series coming up and Saturday night's main event.
You gonna let me get my final thoughts real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's smiling from ear to ear, bro.
Exactly. Get his ass off here. Ain't no final thoughts.
What you mean? Hey, man.
This ain't Jerry Springer. Ain't no final thoughts.
I'm gonna just say this. She was the wrong candidate from the beginning. She had no business being in this position. They did her dirty by making her do this. Okay, I just want to say that they did her dirty because 4 years ago, when she was running for president, she was not it. She was not the it lady, and now all of a sudden you throw her out there, last minute, and think that she's going to find a way to win this presidential election. Out of your damn mind. But hey, it is what it is. The Democrats did everything wrong from the jump.
He said everything.
Everything wrong from the jump.
It's everything.
Yes, everything from where this country has been ran to the migrants coming in and taking over in certain cities to everything being high. To just everything. They have done everything the wrong way. So of course tonight it came back to bite them in their ass.
Dang.
Hopefully now the next 4 years they find a way to fix some things and have the right candidate run for president. Hopefully they find that candidate, but she wasn't it, man, and they completely screwed themselves. And it is what it is. So those are my final thoughts.
So you called her Bryce Young, basically.
Basically, she is the Bryce Young of the presidential election.
Oh, don't do hell no, don't do that.
Yes.
They did say that Harris won't address supporters tonight, so her campaign manager came out and said that right now. So everybody's leaving out.
Yeah, she's taking the L, basically. Taking the L.
Yeah.
She's gonna hold that L for a good while.
The Democrats gonna hold that L because apparently they done lost the House and the presidential election. It's not over yet, but like I said, it's not over exactly, but it does look over.
It looks over. And for the people watching, just by the way, regardless of what side you on, please do not do nothing that's gonna get you put in jail. Don't do nothing stupid tomorrow. Because regardless of who you support, they're not gonna get you out of prison. They're not gonna get you out of jail.
No,
you got kids, you got a job. Do not do nothing stupid. I know people are hiding emotionally right now. It ain't worth it, bro. It's not.
No,
don't wear your red hats.
Is that where you
don't wear your red hats.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah.
Nah, because that's fighting words, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah. You want me to put some more red on you? I got you. That's what's gonna happen, bro.
Anyways, guys, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, man.
It's a long day.
Appreciate it.
I got to cover this in the morning, man.
Yeah, I got work
Have
tomorrow.
fun with that, Dre. Have fun with that, my good brother.
Oh, you gonna cover it? You still work at the station?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Bright and early.
Whew.
But anyway, brother, thoughts. I see you in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat. My guys, I see you in the chat as well.
Indeed.
It has been a red wave coming, and now it has came. And I bid you good night, and I do.
Thanks, Raj. Appreciate it.
Oh, not with the damn laugh.
And shout out to Queen Mia, by the way. Shout out to Queen.
He hit us with a living single laugh, bro.
She been
living
quiet.
single laugh.
Now he got that Kyle Walker laugh. He got that evil villain laugh.
That's that living single laugh. The dude with the dreadlocks.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you talking about Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm out of here. I'm done.
All right, so, yeah, same here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. You guys can go ahead and hop off. Thank you everybody for watching. Shout out to Brother Thoughts. Hear these thoughts. Check out his channel. Hear these thoughts. As always, we'll be back this week with some more content. Tomorrow we'll be live. We got a dual stream. AEW and NXT tomorrow. We'll be here. We'll figure it out. Technical difficulties and all, we'll be here. Thursday, Ravens, Bengals post game. Friday, got a lot coming on. We got Maryland playing Oregon, the number one team in the country this week. And Cavante has a Commanders preview. We'll be live Sunday for the Commanders post game show. Friday night SmackDown probably as well. And next week with the flagship podcast as well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Looks like we could have Donald Trump back as president again, or we could see something else happen, but we won't know probably till the morning. But for Dre, Cavante, Roger, and Hear These Thoughts, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good night. Thank you again for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
All right, peace.